As requested by a subscriber, they wanted to see my shelf tour, or what they refer to as a shelfie. Now, I have quite a few different sections in the shelf that normally features behind me in my videos, so I thought I'd do a separate part of each one to show you a little bit more in depth of all the items that I have on display. So this is part one of my shelfie tour. So starting off here is the Triwizard Tournament egg from Noble Collection. You can see there's actually red and green paint on it, which I didn't actually notice until I actually got it. But a beautiful shiny piece, quite large in size. Here's the top, which unfortunately does not twist and open. But it is beautifully gold and quite a great prop replica. So I would really recommend getting this if you are considering this. The base is literally just a little disc with non-slip pads on to keep it standing upright, which does sometimes tip if you do knock it, so do be careful if you get this. But it sits nicely on my shelf in quite a pretty position. It used to feature more in my videos, but I moved it down to make space for the other things that I wanted to showcase more. Now this is from LitJoy Crate, which was an exclusive item, and I believe these go for quite a lot of money now, but it is a beautifully gold miniature replica of this Triwizard Tournament egg, which does actually open and it's held together by magnets. It doesn't twist open, but it just clips open. But if they can manage to do this and it can open, I don't know why Noble Collection didn't make a metal version or just an opening version like this one, which is just so pretty. So of course that had to go straight on my shelf with my other egg, and the gold pairs perfectly together. Again, not specifically Goblet of Fire, but because it has gold, here is a Remember All, also from LitJoy Crate. I've seen these kind of crystal etch artworks, I don't know exactly what they're called before, but this is a very clever use of this. It's got a pattern on the outside, it's got a swirl on the inside. As you can see, I haven't forgotten anything at this moment. But it comes with a base that does actually light up. There's a little twist battery at the bottom, and it has a little red light. When you put it on top, it then glows red. It doesn't really show specifically on camera here, but it does glow quite a nice red. So if you wanted to show that you've forgotten something, I think that's a very clever piece, and I did really like that. So straight on the shelf it went. Next item is this Gringotts coin set from Noble Collection. I really would recommend this. It is so great. The quality is superb. It comes with a little display case. The coins themselves are very weighty and made from metal, and so shiny and so pretty. So here we got the gold galleon, which just looks so nice. And this whole set is only £25. I'm not sure what it is in dollars or where you are in the world, but when I saw that, I thought this is such a beautiful piece. I really had to add this to my collection, and I actually bought this as a gift for people before, like at Christmas and stuff, because they didn't have it, and I was like, why don't you have this? Such a wonderful piece. So I bought it for them, and they were very pleased. Now, reaching to the back, which does pair with Goblet of Fire and the Triwizard Tournament egg, is the Mad Eye Moody flask, also from Noble Collection. I just house it in this dome to keep it dust free. It is made of metal on the inside, but the outside is, I would say, a little bit more plasticky. But it's all about really the head of this, and it does actually work. So it does open. I think you could fill it with something, but not that I would, because you would never be able to clean it and also damage this item. And I just think the head's so funny because it looks like a puppet. I had to add this to my collection, even if it is a bit plasticky. And there's the Mad Eye Moody flask. Okay, so moving on to the little gold box that I have in the front. This is dedicated to more Gringotts items. So this is the gold bar that the Warner Brothers Studio Tour recently launched. And there is a little Easter egg that you may have seen in another video of the tour, which is the 9 3/4. It's probably not as gold as the actual prop they have there, because it's like really shiny gold. I guess you can add that on. I haven't done that yet. I love a prop replica, so I had to get this. Now, this is actually from the Wizarding World theme park in Orlando. I didn't know about this until someone recently posted about this. This is actually a money token. So like when you exchange money for these kind of tokens that you can get. And it's actually worth $10 for this. This is exactly the same as the ones featured in Gringotts. So a proper replica had to have it. And that's why it features underneath the gold bar to keep it all my wizard banking essentials together. Now, this is the key that was launched. This is actually a key ring that was launched when Gringotts opened and had a little like key ring on it, but I just removed that because I wanted to keep this key. Because does Mr. Harry Potter have his key? Yes, I do. It now features with my Gringotts items in this little box. So there we are, this is part 1 of the shelf tour. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this section of pretty much gold items. That's why they all feature together, because they look pretty. Obviously Goblet of Fire and Gringotts, so not really a thing that goes together, but this is what looks pretty on my shelf. Of course, I'll be doing all the other sections, so look out for those in future videos coming soon.